The Wooden Horse and the Fall of Troy, the final chapter of the Trojan War. For 10 years the smoke of war has been in the sky over Troy. The high walls of Priam's kingdom are still intact, but the hearts of the people in the city have been broken long ago. Children have been born amidst the roar of war. The old have died without seeing victory. The Greek soldiers are camped on the seashore. Achilles is dead. Hector is dead. Yet the war is not over. One morning, the guards of Troy saw with amazement the Greek camp is empty. The ships are gone. The seashore is silent. Only a huge wooden horse lies there, as high as a mountain, mysterious and terrifying. The Trojans crowded onto the seashore. Some said, "This is a sacrifice to the Greeks for the goddess Athena." Others said, "It is a trap." The warrior Laocoon came forward and shouted, "Do not trust the gifts of the Greeks either." He threw his spear into the horse's belly. The metallic sound echoed in the wood, but no one paid attention. Just then, a young Greek man, Sinon, was brought in as a prisoner. He cried and said that the Greeks wanted to sacrifice him, but he escaped. The horse was made so big that the Trojans could not take it into the city. If they did, then the goddess Athena would take Troy's side. The elders of Troy hesitated with a mixture of fear and greed. Laocoon was still warning. Suddenly, 2 huge snakes emerged from the sea. They entangled Laocoon and his 2 sons and brutally killed them. The people shouted in horror, "This is the punishment of the gods! Laocoon has insulted the goddess!" This miracle sealed the fate of Troy. The wooden horse was brought into the city like a festival. Priam himself ordered, "Honor the gift of the goddess." Evening fell. The Trojans drank, danced, and sang. The city fell asleep, believing that the 10-year war was over. But inside the horse, the best warriors of the Greeks were sitting, holding their breath: Odysseus, Menelaus, Diomedes, and Neoptolemus, the son of Achilles. At midnight, Sinon quietly cut the rope. The warriors came out one by one, opening the wooden belly. They opened the city gates, and the Greek ships that had been hiding in the distance returned. The Greeks set fire to every house. Troy woke up with screams. The city turned into hell with the clanging of swords, the crying of children, and the wailing of women. The hero Aeneas carried his old father Anchises on his shoulders and fled, holding his son Ascanius in his arms. The gods had ordered him to live for the birth of a new nation. Queen Hecuba, remembering her dead sons, took refuge in the temple. There were no more tears in her eyes. The proud queen of Troy is now destitute. Cassandra, who was not even believed to be true, still cries out, "I told you so," but her voice is burned by fire. King Priam takes refuge at the altar. Neoptolemus comes there and brutally kills her. The last lamp of the Trojan dynasty is extinguished. Hector's wife Andromache holds her infant son to her chest. The Greeks throw the child over the wall so that no more Hectors will be born in the future. In the light of dawn, Troy is no longer Troy. Ashes and ruins. The once invincible city is history today. The Greeks are victorious, but their spirits are heavy, because this victory was bought with blood. The gods on Olympus are silent. Some are pleased, some are remorseful. Troy was destroyed by the arrogance of men and the games of the gods. Troy teaches us, even the strongest walls are vulnerable to betrayal. The greatest enemy sometimes comes as a gift. The wooden horse is not just a weapon, it is a symbol of human blind faith.